many people say that Ignatius is a bridge between medieval spirituality and modern spirituality. Medieval spirituality would have been known for its dependence on where you were in the spiritual world. So if you were a monk, your spirituality was monastic. If you were a lay person in a family, your spirituality was within the devotions that were popular at the time. If you were a parish priest or a bishop, you had another way of expressing spirituality. There were certainly common devotions like the pilgrimage that Ignatius was going to go on, giving alms. All of those kinds of things were very much tied to medieval spirituality. As we move into the 16th century, there's a movement away from a culture where who you are is based on where you fit, to a sense of the individual person. And spirituality begins to reflect that as well. With the Protestant Reformation especially, it becomes increasingly important for the individual to decide where do I fit? What do I believe? It's an individual choice, even though early on, cities, countries, towns, all followed the same religion, because the medieval way of doing things was, we're all going to heaven together, even if we have to force you to. So the biggest change I see with spirituality in the time of Ignatius is the move towards personal autonomy. And that has a big impact on Ignatius, because then you begin to understand the spiritual exercises are not a communal experience, but something that's given to an individual person to lead them to an individual life choice. So now, how does that compare to today, 21st century? We live in a society that has become increasingly individualistic. Everyone is his or her own person. And that is what we're used to. The idea of a common good, of doing things as a society, is very difficult in an age that's so divided. And so Ignatian spirituality resonates with the need for us to make our own decision to follow Christ, but then challenges us, as I think Ignatius brought from the Middle Ages, the spirituality of, but my decision, my following of Christ, is within a community. It's within a sense of responsibility that we have to one another.